opportunity to go against a team like this, how you test yourself and what that means in the context of what you want to accomplish throughout the course of the season, because the Cardinals have played extraordinary competition to this point.
And they do it a second time, and Louisville comes out of there with it. Randolph looking down low, and that one's knocked away by Fudd. They were trying to trigger it inside. Just in time for an inbounds play. She comes up with a rebound and a recycle. Olivia Cochran with a cross-court pass. Williams the air ball. A third opportunity now coming for the Ville. That one's knocked away by Bueckers, and here comes UConn. Partisan crowd on hand, made the 2-hour trip. Count it. Azzi Fudd. And this is the first annual Classic. There's a foul underneath.
The talent is undeniable. It's all about the availability.
Good cut by Chen, and she's fouled underneath. Touched on this Louisville team and how tough their schedule has been with 4 top 25 teams. Oklahoma beat them. They're ranked 11th in the country. Their level of play, and they take on all comers, yes. One of this young Louisville team. Williams, one of the few seniors, giving it up. Randolph. They got that little triangle working here. And Cochran answers.
Continued to extend her range throughout the course of her career. Now a graduate student. That's going to be key, her knocking down those type of looks.
Strong. Sarah is strong. Coming off a 22-point performance against Holy Cross the other night.
Only a freshman. What a tremendous start to her collegiate career that she's had.
Cochran with a post up.
Playing with her back to the basket and also facing up.
Her mom, Tara Williams, I remember played at Auburn in the mid-90s. Look at that spacing. Always quality distribution of the ball and a good look. That one doesn't fall, and it's pulled down by Olivia Cochran.
Some good ball movement, but great defense by Louisville.
Inside to Harris. One too many bounces and another turnover. End to end. That's too easy. Azzi Fudd. And they've doubled up the Ville. It's 10-5.
Taking care of the basketball is going to be paramount for Louisville because it becomes a possession game and you can't offer extra opportunities for the Huskies.
Cochran. Bueckers clears. Bueckers for 3. Oh, what a duck under. Beautifully done.
All-tournament team with her play, and she just continues to flourish in her skill set.
Yeah, she missed that 23 season with a dislocated right kneecap before the season. Off the bounce, too strong for Williams. And down comes Strong with another rebound. Bueckers the outlet to Chen. Oh, what a crossover. And a dish to go with it. Ice, Brady. 14-5. Louisville needs a bucket. UConn can score in bunches. And you're right, trying to deal with that early wave with this partisan crowd and the iron kind.
Swing action, creating an open look, and that's what you've got to do with UConn's defense is continue to rotate them.
Louisville's got to knock down some trays if they want to hang in there. And right now they're 0 for 5, and you see another beautiful wraparound by Sarah Strong, the freshman of some influence out of North Carolina's Grace Christian. And an offensive foul.
Had played professionally and overseas. Allison Feaster, who played at Harvard, played professionally in the WNBA as well as a part of the front office with the Boston Celtics. So she has been around the game for a lifetime, and it shows.
Can you believe Bueckers has not taken a shot as yet? And there's an answer again from Ashlyn Shade.
Maybe wishes she was more shot hungry.
Russell trying to go Euro. That's going to be a block against Bueckers stepping in, so count it. And a foul.
You're still looking and a 9-point, now 8-point.
Bueckers, this is actually her third shot. She's over, but only taken 2 prior to that.
Ashlyn Shea, just a sophomore, got a lot of time last year as a freshman.
Russell dribbles right into a double team and turns it over.
Score in bunches. It's why you see some of the drastic margins that come with their play.
Look at that split of the double team. Transfer from California. Looking to settle this young team down, and she turns it over too.
They're just able to stay in front of their own individual matchups and allow so much help from the rest of the team.
KK Arnold now on the deck. Bueckers has sat down. What a ball fake by Fudd. Out to Shade. Oh, that long shadow catch.
Sometimes you need that in these moments.
Amari Berry tries to uncork one and can't get it to fall. Azzi Fudd motors down the floor. Arnold, too strong. Shade clears it, and Cochran's going to get a foul. In the Cardinal in black. Time winding down here in the first quarter. It's been all Huskies. And that's without Bueckers scoring.
Exactly.
Rattling it home. Fudd is no dud. 28-10. A very frustrated Louisville team at the end of one.
They are not going to hurt themselves, so you got to make sure you're doing all the things that you can to try and keep them at bay, and that starts with matching their level of intensity.
Now, that was a wonderful teaching timeout sequence there from him. Under control. He knows his team is aware that they got blown out.
He says it, and I think so far you see the girls understand it.
That one's too strong for Bueckers. But again, long rebound taken by Fudd. Inside they go with a second opportunity, and it's yanked down by Amari Berry, and they quickly trap her. Russell tagged by KK Arnold and a foul.
And I also think the concept of pace, able to push the ball or creating some turnovers.
That was a quick look inside. Could have been a bucket. The follow won't go, and staying with it. Isla Jeffermans gets it back outside. Just nothing falling here, but good offensive rebounding keeps it alive for Louisville. Russell launches a tray.
See some of those go through to cut into this deficit.
Strong. That's good defensive work by Marissa Russell. And the turnover. Berry.
Paige Bueckers, her efficiency has been through the roof this season. Nearly 54%. Because I'm going to put a bet on that that's not going to last throughout the duration.
Great pass up the floor to Chin. On the wing. Fudd. The answer on the glass. It's so physical. They're not just long. They're wide. Hard to get around. Katie runs that one down. Gets it to Caitlin Chin. Bueckers now with a post up, and she's fouled. Let's get the book on Paige Bueckers.
Lead efficiency, I've already talked about that. And then extreme unselfishness. And obviously that's a positive. But for Bueckers, that balance of takeover time.
She's our power player, sponsored by Shark Beauty for all hair kind. And a turnover again by... Sometimes you can try a little too hard. Chin with the dump down to Bueckers, and she is stopped again. 2 collapse on her every time. Sarah Strong looking.
You've already mentioned this out of Durham. 22 points, and she's second on the team in rebounds, or second on the team in points and scoring, leading the team in rebounds, steals, and blocks. So
Randolph. That's a shot that normally would go down, and she desperately needs one to go down. 33-16. Trying to work a little give and go. Was rolling around on the hardwood and finally taken out of there by Louisville. Zana Roberts pull up. The ball was deflected, turned into a nice pass as it turned out. And a bucket for Jeffermans. Isla with her first basket. On this end of the floor, they've handled themselves well for the most part. 22 on 9 of 12 against Holy Cross. Has had new career highs in points.
And Holy Cross game, it wasn't just that it's 22 points. She was 9 of 12 from the field. She was 4 of 5 from the three-point line. So it's the effectiveness of her shots.
Nyla Harris giving it up from downtown. Russell. Well, she's made 1 3. They're going to need her to continue to launch and maybe knock a few down. Well, it's a healthy 16-point lead. It would be 4 or worse, really, for Louisville, were they not playing this well on the defensive end. Connecticut's just that good. They're just that good. Chin with a banker.
Well, and you see just how spaced and balanced the floor is, so the driving lanes are open.
Baseline pull-up and a foul. El Alve picked up that foul.
Yes. And that's a reasonable goal and something that you look at. It's always critical in how you finish quarters, but in particular here against a team like the Huskies.
And these two played last year in Connecticut, and they got down by 20 at the break. Played better in the second half, but end to end and almost an and one.
Yep. You see that so often from her, how she rebounds, her ability to push the offense. And again, I think for Louisville, like you've got to be very keenly aware of that, because I guarantee you in the second half, it likely won't look like that type of efficiency.
Strong.
Through the years, through his entirety of career, appreciate and respect and love him. You look at the 6 turnovers for Louisville and UConn's 5, but the points off turnovers differential. It's the fact that the Huskies have capitalized on those miscues seemingly so often.
And Louisville's just been unable to make some of those shots when they've been open. They've not fallen. Fudd underneath, reversal. That's what you get when you have players that can create their own shot. And they forced that turnover off an inbounds. Get the 5-second call.
And you really saw it, her first couple games back, we mentioned, didn't start that game against Ole Miss. You could tell, Gino talked about that, okay, ready to get back in the starting lineup. And she just, the more she gets comfortable in this type of game action, watch out.
And another great move by Strong. With Cochran out there, too, last line of defense is just not what you like. Jefferman's doing the best she can.
And you see with a lot of different offenses, of course, throughout the whole landscape of one another.
This young lady is a great player that they have eyes on for the future. Out of Australia. Jefferman's. This is much needed playing time for her. Sort of an indoctrination, if you will, against this veteran front line.
Tough schedule to open it up, and that's a part of it. It's a part of it for a young team, and it's a part of it, UConn for anyone, is a very challenging matchup, but you also learn a lot about your team at this point of the season because of it.
Bueckers with an offensive rebound. Oh, boy. And just like that, Ashlyn Shade with a 3-point trip to make it 46-22. This is a 10-1 run in the last 2 minutes plus. That little runner. Sarah's done a lot of it on her own. Why not? Off the back iron.
I want you to attack and penetrate. A good pull. Sarah's like, I'm very good from 3, but not the shot.
There's one that he'll take. Azzi Fudd to close the half. Welcome back to the Shark Beauty Women's Champions Classic. Our score here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, 49-24.
Things develop here at the start of the second half, because this is a very important stretch for Jeff Walz' group, for them to try and regain some of that confidence and execute against this team to chip away at what this lead is looking like right now.
Yeah, you don't want a game like this to linger and cause you trouble, not just this game, but the next game and the game after that. That's a beautiful individual move without the finish.
We've seen that before.
Yeah, we have. And it's going to be an offensive foul, and Jeff's not happy with that one at all. Level of frustration, and he just got a technical foul.
So take a look right here, and yeah, I mean, I understand, but she is, you look at Williams kind of moving into Bueckers, and it's a physical game. And so I think sometimes there's the balanced weight of trying to create space and trying to clear ground, but you can understand at this juncture, the way the game is going, that you'd like those opportunities. I also think frustration is coming from the fact that we keep saying it. Louisville has had opportunities around the basket or some clean looks, and those have not gone well.
Well, you know that halftime conversation could not have been a good one with his team. So he's doing his best now to support his kids. Highlands High School, she was a National Player of the Year as a high school talent. And he became a grad assistant as a result, and later got to coach her in college. On the wing, doesn't happen. For Azzi Fudd, and here they come the other way quickly. Jalea Williams looking to set up and get an open look. And again, Harris, those are the kind of looks that did not fall in the first half that you just expect a few of them to go. 24% from beyond the arc. And there's yet another made of the night. Think about that. You're up 29. She just made her first basket. Well, let's
see of how she plays. While she picked up maybe some fouls early in this one, the one area continued improvement is temper those turnovers, taking care of the basketball at moments throughout the course of this season. It's been an issue.
Well, those two misses at the free throw line are in effect a turnover. Bueckers wide open.
The way the game sits.
Oh, tough pick. Down on the deck and injured is Azzi Fudd, and that's a concern because of past injuries. Inside, more contact, no whistle. And Jeff Walz a little upset with the fact that there was no whistle, and Chin comes out of there with it. Fudd slow to get back to the other end of the floor, but seems to be upright and okay. I know that's a great concern to everyone in stores. On the wing, there she is. Yep, I'd say she's okay.
Well, it says that her shot's as smooth as ever.
Even without that lift, you could see she was able to bury that shot. You need her jumper to fall. She's particularly coming off so many tough games, including that Oklahoma game. It's really a lot to ask. Another great drive for Sarah Strong.
The assertiveness of getting to the basket is so impressive.
Bueckers pulls it down. Shot clock down to 5 as Chin looks to attack. Gets it back in the paint, up and under. A left-hand leaner in the lane. 63-26. I know Jeff Walz knew this was going to be an uphill climb with a young team, but
it's historic. We keep talking about the opportunity to make a mark and be historic, and she has done more than that.
Bueckers. I don't know if she knew we were doing the promo right out of the break, but she did launch a three there. Something she didn't do much of in the first half. Nice skip pass there, and Shade pulls up, knocks it home.
But still, there was a finite amount of games and opportunity to get game action.
And you're down by a bundle at the break, and yet have not made a field goal this entire quarter. I mean, this is a historic cold spell for any team, and particularly one of the quality of Louisville. It's a really good team. It's going to win a lot of basketball games in the ACC. There it is. Beautiful pass inside. And the youngster gets the job done.
And that's the gravity of Bueckers. All eyes were on her.
Morgan Shelley, she's a freshman out of San Jose, California. And into the scoring column. Bueckers' 6th assist of the night. Too strong with that one. This time Balulu. That the women's game has flourished to the extent that it has. Look, there were great players in women's college basketball as far back as I ever called them in the mid-'80s. In the women's game, regardless of star power, women's game is now flourishing at levels it never before had.
Social media,
Yep.
exposure, buy-in.
Yeah.
Us being here primetime showcasing a women's classic here that's the first of its kind, because the talent has always been there. Make no mistake, the talent has always been there. It's about the eyeballs, and that's where you have the opportunity to see the game grow.
The only games that were ever televised on this level, at the network level, were Tennessee and UConn, and that was it for decades. Beautiful turnaround. The College of Immaculata and Delta State and Louisiana Tech under Leon Barmore. There were great teams then, but you didn't see them. Now you do. (70-26). 1 and change remaining here in the third. I don't know that I've seen a game, women's game or otherwise, where a team did not score in a quarter. Did not get a field goal in a quarter. Oh, Alfie again. Wow. You know, she played at the under-19 World Cup level, and there's an answer. At long last, a field goal made. Another scoop to the hoop. Does not go. Cochran the outlet. Williams to Cochran in the open floor. That's a spin move. That's what we're talking about. The talent is there.
That you're trying to make sure you continue to still push and make steps on, because I'll say this through the rest of the fourth quarter. I know the score does not look pretty, but you are still trying to get better collectively as a team.
Especially until retiring to raise Olivia. A source of inspiration for Olivia, Tara suffered a brain aneurysm in 2020. And her dad, Antonio, a defensive lineman in the NFL as well. She's been through a lot. Jalea Williams, the Miami transfer out of Pompano Beach, Florida.
But think about, to me, how many times you've either said transfer, first year, freshman, young players. It takes time.
Welcome to today's college athletics, right? Well, Shade was trying to bank one in to close out the quarter. Once again, all UConn here on Fox. We start play in the fourth quarter. Alongside Sarah Kustok, Tim Brando. Happy to have you with us in this inaugural event. Caden Samuels, number 10, starts the fourth quarter in the backcourt. Number 10 in white. Out of Forestville, Maryland. She's getting pressured from Cochran. Gets that pass inside to Brady, but it goes off her finger.
Does this Louisville team still have, and will they continue to fight despite what the score looks like?
Shade is still out there. Ice Brady. But yeah, they're going to go deep, no doubt about that. Caden Samuels runs into a bit of a roadblock and gets it back outside to KK Arnold. Is your typical Connecticut possession. No matter who's on the floor, they're going to be patient, spread the floor, and get a good look like that. Ashlyn Shade going to the left hand, and it's 74-33.
And frustrating for Louisville because you've defended the entirety of the shot clock, and then at the very end, there's some slippage.
And the three ball goes down for Amari Berry.
She got a ton of time. She started in 33 games.
There's a steal. McKinley Randolph with a freebie.
Can knock down a three-point shot with consistency, but you had an opportunity to see her create more.
Biggest freshman of the year a season ago. And there's a shot clock violation out on the floor. Looking to find some help. Nothing doing for Dejana Roberts. Not her night tonight. Been true for just about everyone on the floor for the Cardinals. That's quite a roadblock now with 2 to shoot. A 3-ball. You got to not only recruit for the future, and he already has, but you got to recruit to hold on to him. As Samuels.
Three of these teams, but again, and so that's where the optimism, the hopefulness, the score looks like is still a part of that growth.
For the next game, you're doing everything you can to leave something positive to take out of it, so that you don't lose more games because of how badly you lost this game. Count that one in a foul.
To say the least. And a part of that is some missed shots early. Others is the UConn defense and consistency of how they show up at both ends of the floor that creates leads like this one that you're seeing.
Oh, another Drano from deep for Sarah Strong.
And just lets the game come to her.
That's it.
You know, not out there chasing buckets. And that's true really for everybody with UConn.
And she's the beneficiary.
Oh, what a pass to Samuels. I'd say that's an all-floor game.
Women's Champions Classic means, what this moment means, and how they want to keep improving.
Morgan Shelley's looked awfully good at the time she's been out there. And you see KK Arnold being checked by Reagan Bender, number 21 in the game. Diamond making it inside. Just one of those nights for the Cardinals, no doubt. I mean, kind of a Twilight Zone game. You're going to have those from time to time. You just hope it's not at this level, on this stage. I don't think that the loss is going to hurt Iowa too much because they're 17th coming in.
And they were impressive.
Yeah, they grew to it. Nice duck under tremendous. Sosa Enoughdon, number 10, is in that game. Keep an eye on her. She's tall, she's angular, got some talent. And there's a pilfer. Roberts, and she's fouled. The dominance.
Which tip, like,
is it the shoes?
Paige Bueckers, we mentioned, first college athlete to design and launch a player's edition shoe.
I'll never let you forget that. Alfie posting up, working on the youngster, gets it done.
And there's the optionality of lineups, combinations, inside-out game.
Much needed 3-ball. Alfie, can she do it again? Nope, not this time. Well, I must say, Sarah, to start my college basketball season after 15 straight weeks of college football.
Did you have fun?
Oh my gosh. Can't think of a better way to start it. It was just a ton of fun. And my many thanks to everyone involved, our entire crew. Rich Dewey, who directed this outstanding doubleheader for us tonight. Steve Shear, our producer. Everyone on our Fox crew. Jordan Harrison.